Radio. We back in the building.
Yo, checking in.
We got our special guest in here, man. Kendall Customs. What do you actually go by?
KC, man.
All right, we got KC in the building.
Yeah.
Young KC, what's up with you, bro?
Nothing much, man. I'm blessed. How you feeling?
I'm cool, man. Chilling out. Thank you for coming through. I got to take these headphones off because I don't hear myself.
I appreciate y'all having me, though.
For sure. Hey, man, we came a long way from the Sodexo Dine-Offs, my brother.
Man, look.
I never seen this coming, bro, and I love seeing stuff like this, man. So go ahead and talk about your start, how you got started into fashion and everything.
Man, I want to say it was around 2017 when my grandmother gave me her sewing machine, and her and my aunt, they put me on. You feel me? They gave me the ropes on how to work the machine, you know, get my practice stitches going and things of that nature. I didn't actually, you feel me, get into making clothes for real until the next year.
Okay.
So around 2018 is when I really started putting my sewing to the test and really crafting pieces. And I'm doing stuff for family members, you feel me? My older sisters, you know, my brother Eli, shout out Eli.
That's your blood brother?
He might as well be, but he's my god brother. We just grew up in the church together.
Oh, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. I want to say around 2019 is when I actually got my brand, like got my site up and running, where I could really sell my pieces and like show my worth.
So before 2017, you had never sold anything?
Before 2017, I was just known as a person who knew how to put an outfit together. Like all I did was I would buy everybody else's stuff and show people how to put that together. Like really make yourself stand out from your crowd.
Right.
You feel me? So from there, it was I was teetering between either having my own brand or, you know, like being a fashion consultant. Like you give me your budget, I go get the clothes that you need for whatever you need your event for. You know, we run it that way. But once I seen everything that was in the stores, it was like, man, I can make this myself, bro. And I could really I could really put on for the city, and I could show y'all that it's a lot more to this fashion than what people make it out to be.
Right, so you basically always had that eye for it then.
Yeah, in a way, I just didn't know where I was gonna go with it.
So what would you say was like your early influences?
My early influences, it would have really had to been. It would have really had to. I had to say my grandma. Like once I told her I was really into fashion, once she gave me the sewing machine, she gave me a couple of her pieces to practice on. So she was telling me like, work on your basic stitches, you know, alterations, you know, patching holes on clothes and stuff of that nature. So I'm working on the basics, just getting my hands steady on the machine. Right. Once I did that, then I went out, started looking for fabrics to kind of play with and kind of mix and match different styles of different aesthetics and different type of things that I could put on pieces that were kind of already made. So like a plain pair of jeans, right? I'll go to the fabric store, find a couple freaky designs, cut them up in a way that I want it done. I might replace the back pocket, you know. I might do slits at the bottom and replace it with a zipper, you know, to give you that extra room at the bottom in case your jeans was like a little too skinny and you want to get them over the leg. It was really alterations all throughout 2017, learning how I can do those pieces and like learn my fabrics. Once I started learning my fabrics, then I started jumping into different lanes as far as getting blank tees and starting embroidery.
Shout out Granny on my baby.
For real, Granny put you right together.
Planted that seed.
Auntie too. She was right there holding my hand with that machine. If it weren't for them, I probably wouldn't even have the skills on the sewing machine that I do now.
For real,
that's dope. Yeah,
what they used to sew up and everything.
Well, you know, this like I really feel like that was just a thing in their generation. Like I feel like you can go into anybody grandma's house and they got a sewing machine somewhere, whether it's tucked away in the basement or, you feel me, it's at the dining room table.
Right.
Everybody, grandma, some older family member had that sewing machine.
Nah, that's for sure.
But they was doing stuff around the house, you know. They hooking up Easter dresses, you know, fixing holes on pants and stuff like that. So it's like Granny was known for having the sewing machine ready.
That's dope, for real. That's a clutch machine to have, for real.
Do you remember your first piece that you fully made?
My first piece, I want to say was it was a camouflage. It was a camouflage jacket, and I did hints of orange denim going throughout the jacket. So it was there was like a stream of like an orange fabric going down the side that kind of hung off, and then once I got into embroidery, it was like I liked the piece, but it's like now I can really freak it because now I got designs, and I can pop everything on the embroidery machine and really like re-rock it from the first time that I made it. And that was one of them pieces like I kind of wish I didn't sell it now because that was like my statement. That was my first piece. I got my other piece, man.
Gotta go buy it back.
Look, whoever got that camo army jacket, man. Let me talk to you for a minute. I might need that back up off. I give you something else better for it, but I need that one.
That was dope too, wasn't it?
Man, it was. First time I wore it was when Virgil had premiered at the MCA, and he had his whole Off-White exhibit.
Yeah,
that was the first time I ever wore it because it was in the it gave me almost an Off-White vibe.
Oh yeah,
and at the time he was popping, so like I had to get the Virgil Prestos when they dropped to rock it with the piece. So
oh yeah, you was dope.
Man, look.
So coming into fashion and being around so many of your peers and your friends and everything who doing fashion, how was it stepping in for you? Like, how was the reception and everything?
The reception started off kind of slow. I had already had I say I had a decent following of people who kept up with me just because I could dress. Right. Like it didn't matter what the occasion was. I wasn't like the dressiest, like suit and tie, but mainly like street and urban wear. Like you would catch me trying to make a statement in those pieces.
For real.
So when it was I want to say people didn't really start taking me seriously. I want to say until about 2018 when I really was like pumping out pieces in my mama basement. By this time, I already took them. I done took the sewing machine back to my crib.
Right.
And I'm working at a mama basement. Every new thing I done made, I'm sewing, I'm painting, distressing, bleaching. Like anything I'm doing, the basement look like a factory. For real.
Putting in work.
And they was really on me for having the basement, smelling like bleach and looking real like disorganized. But it's like, no, I need this right here because I'm not done. I'm waiting on this to dry. Right. I'm working on this over here. I'm working on this piece over here where it's like I just need this to sit like, and I got the fabrics pinned up against the wall or something. Right. You feel me? Just so I don't lose my train of thought. That's when I got real big and I like utilizing my notes. I had to have a whole separate phone just for notes of ideas of stuff to do. It's like once I finally got that second sewing machine, that embroidery machine, then it was like now I can put these ideas to use. I had hundreds of notes, bro. Hundreds of notes and stuff. Like I could stop thinking of stuff to make today, and I have enough designs that'll last me to 2025, bro. For real.
Let's talk about that creative process, because do you have to first actually see it actually on the fabric to say, all right, I want to keep moving forward with this one, or let's scrap this one?
I'll put it to you like this. Fashion is a feeling. So it may not be something so concrete as, I got to go get it first and look at it and then come up with an idea. I might be driving down Stony and see a billboard and be like, I like that font. And while I'm driving, I'll take a picture of that font so I can go back later, drop it in my notes and be like, you know what, I'm going to use this font, but I'm going to say this. And I'm going to have somebody draw me a picture of blase blah. And from there, I'm going to find a way to get it made where I can embroider it on something. So the vision is like, I'll probably have about 30 visions a day just creative, like just a creative breakthrough, but not all of them are going to get used. So out of all of those, it's like, I'll put them down in my notes. I may not use them all though. It may not be the time.
Yeah. So
for what I'm thinking, it might be a piece where it's like, I can't drop this till like fall, because it's not gonna make no sense in the spring. This color scheme it's not gonna do what it do now. you know. So I might have an idea that I had 2 years ago that I'm just now dropping this year, where it's like it wasn't time for it yet. And it's really a feeling. Like fashion it's a art form in itself, and it's a feeling. So if you don't feel it, if it's not something that it's coming from the heart, it really don't touch me. How to touch a lot of other people. They be like, no, that's a cool design, but it's like I don't feel it. I don't feel it. It look good, and I might just shop with you just to keep the connection. You feel me? Because I'm gonna keep putting bread in those around me, as long as they putting that bread back into me, so that I can keep feeding the streets and like really build the community on this fashion. So.
I think that's important. I'd be like, I might not rock with what you're doing overall, but I want to support you just to see how far that could take you at the same time. Cause
exactly.
You might come out with this just because I don't like it don't mean somebody else don't like it, but at the same time, we all need money to finance what we doing. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't nothing free. Like I was just telling the kids the other day in the kitchen, bro. I had to tell them like, ain't nothing free. Even if I get this to you for free, it still costs somebody.
Costs me something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ain't cost you nothing because you got it. But it cost me something, and a lot of my first pieces, like I did for free, just so people could know my name. Yeah. So I had my sisters and my brothers. They coming to me like, look, I know you just starting, but here go a jean jacket. Do whatever you want to do to it. Go ahead, freestyle, and that's like where it like really kicked off when people was asking me like, what? How do I go about getting a piece from you? It's like you can grab something from me that I already made, or it's like if you got a piece at the crib that you just want, you want me to throw a little something on it so it'll stand out. Bring it to me. I'm gonna work with you some kind of way, because at that time, it was like I'm trying to build my network, and it was early on. I want to say around the time. It was like whenever Summer Smash was like really when my brand was kind of taking off, but I didn't know that this was gonna be bigger than me. I'm still kind of out of the loop as far as it's bigger than me now. And I'm still, it's just me.
For you to have a vision to keep moving forward, like you say, a lot of people won't work for free. And to me, if you ask me, then you're not passionate about it unless you would do it for free. And a lot of the work at the beginning is free work. You know what I'm saying?
Has to be.
So you saw that vision and you stuck to it. Like, that's amazing, because a lot of people would have gave up literally probably the first couple months. Like, man, ain't nobody shopping with me. Ain't nobody spending no money. But shout out to you for seeing the main picture, you know what I'm saying? Because now you sitting here, you was telling me about the sweater you got on, how you about to drop that. So speak on that.
So yeah, this sweater I got on today is gonna be it's gonna be like my intro to spring, starting with Easter. So I'm gonna drop the pre-order. A little later today for this sweater, and it's gonna come as is. But you can also have the option to have it cropped. I know it's getting warm outside. I had to make something that accommodates the ladies. But a lot of my customer base when I first started was women. Like,
that's who's gonna support the hot.
And it's like, and it's not to downplay, it's not to downplay the guys. We all in our own predicament. We all in our own situation. We can't always support each other how we want. But it's something about, when a woman supports you, it's like, they putting your needs before they own. Whatever they last dollar in their pocket is, that's coming to you.
Hey, feminine energy blossoms, so women gonna do that for you, bro. For real.
Yeah, we got to protect our women for sure.
But that's dope. How much they gonna be pre-ordering up for? Like,
so they're gonna be going for $65, cropped or not. Either way, it's still gonna be the same price, so I don't confuse too many people. They'd be like, well, it's less sweater, so it should be like no, but that's my work.
Right.
I gotta cut that sweater. Whereas I could leave it as it is. So I'm gonna keep the price of flat 65. Sure. Everybody across the board. And I pretty much once the pieces get to me, which don't take no longer than about 2-3 days, it go right out the next day. Once it's in my possession, I done already put it on the machine. It's there.
And I like the little play on words, the Dior.
Eeyore from Disney. Yeah,
that shit hard. You got my $65, bro.
As soon as it's there.
I want to be one of the first though. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I got you.
Because that may be hard. Now we gonna get into a quick music break, and then we gonna come back, chop it up more with you.
For sure.
Yo Sound Radio, we back in the building.
Yo, checking back in with the boy Kendall Customs.
What's going on?
All right, now when we was off air, we was talking about you dropping some biker shorts, and chicks feeling some type of way.
Yeah, so that was my that was like my first in my eyes like mainstream drop. So I dropped those, but each pair was a one of one. So I'm dropping them. I would say backlash, but not backlash for real. They were still rocking with me, but you know, they would see a design on a pair that wasn't their size, and they like, you know, when are you coming out with this again? I'm like, the whole line is one of one.
Right.
You know, it's what's on there is on there, and this is it. And I had my homie Deja. She modeled them for me, you know, to go ahead and get the word out, so I could have some actual content of what it was I was trying to drop, because it's a certain look that I'm going for each time out. Usually, something dealing with nature, like your picture can usually pop if you got some nice greenery, you know, some flowers or something in the background. So, biker shorts, it's like 80 degrees. All the little mamas, you know, they want their cheeks. Women, I say women. I'm sorry. All the women, typically when it's that warm outside, you know, they want to be a little bit more revealing because it's warmer and they feeling themselves. So I'm like, why not put out something for the ladies that's gonna almost kind of catapult me? And it gave me a little leeway where I started. I just kind of linked up with some people through Chicago. Nobody big for real, but it was, you know, it was nice to like really start networking and meeting people that I had never met before, just off the strength of, you know, your clothes are dope. You know, I'm gonna tune in because you never know what I might drop. I don't know what I'm gonna drop.
When was that point where you saw a certain person? They ain't had to be famous or nothing, but you saw a certain person rocking something that you made. You was like, yeah, I'm cold at this.
I want to say it was Bruce. It was Bruce Thompson. Shout out Bruce. He is I think right now he's in between teams, but he's at the time, I believe he was playing for the New Orleans Saints. He DM'd me, and we were just conversing back and forth. And he was like, you know, bro, like your stuff is hard. Like I would love to, you feel me, get the buzz out. That's who got the jacket. That's who got the camo jacket. Yep.
That's how you remember.
Bruce, yeah. As soon as I just thought about it, I'm like, he did like a TikTok video of a dance, and he had the jacket on. I'm like, that's who got it. So I'm gonna have to tap back in with Bruce to go ahead and get that. But that was the first like real like platform I had ever had, and for him to just, you know, do it just off the strength of my designs being that unique that he had to reach out to me, it was almost surreal. It didn't even feel real, you know. It was eye opening. It's like, I can really do this. I could do it, and I could be the best at it too. I could be up there with them greats, and I feel it.
Why was it important for you to do one-on-ones? Because like you say, you had that moment where bro got the jacket and you like, man, this shit hard. I ain't even got one for myself. You know what I'm saying? So why is the one-on-one so important to you to do?
I feel as though fashion needs to stay unique. Like, it's always gonna be trendy. It's always shifting. But to stand, like, I really like to make the clothes myself. And when I come across something, I come across a design or a piece, and it's the only one, it feel like I gotta go crazy on it every time. Every time I make a piece, it'll never be like the last one. They gonna all be dope, but in my head, I'm making it that much hard. I'm going that much crazier each time on each piece. It didn't really hit me like how big it could go until I was working at AT&T. And when I was there, my mentor, well, he like a mentor to me, is Al of Alonzo of Fashion Geek. I met him like down the street from the AT&T I worked at, just popped in just to just to chop it up, see who this person was, because I seen this store, I seen the geek store so many times, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna finally go step in there, and I'm gonna go see like what's going on. He just happened to be there, so I'm sitting there talking to him. You know, me and my homie Jasper, who I worked at AT&T with at the time. He just genuine, like just dropping gems on how to get my platform and get my business off the ground. Like if it weren't for him, I don't know how I would have got my website up. You feel me? He gave me the keys on how to get the website going. It was crazy. So just off him giving me them gems, it was like, you know, I was gonna shop with him regardless. But all the info you done gave me on how to really get my business kicked off and through the door, absolutely, I'm gonna drop bread with you. And when I get some more bread, I'm gonna drop some more bread with you, get some more gems, and just keep elevating that way. And it was crazy.
You heard of NFTs?
NFTs, no.
So an NFT is like a digital. It's like a digital work of art. So like your sweater you got on right now, you could take a picture of the sweater and you could sell it as an NFT. You know what I'm saying? Seeing as you make one-on-one pieces. So I would say how you would use an NFT, you would create a one-on-one piece. Now you won't physically sell that piece to nobody. You gonna sell the picture, bro. You know what I'm saying? Every time that picture gets sold, you gonna get paid off of it. So just think about having like a Picasso, you know what I'm saying? But every time that Picasso sold, since you created it, you get paid off of it.
Okay.
Like you got people out here, like it was just a chick. She was a soccer player or a tennis player. One of them, she took a piece of her skin, bro, and sold her skin for like $50,000, bro.
What?
So you should look into that as far as like the fashion. I don't know where you could take it from there. Like that's the only information I got to give you on that.
I need to link in with her. I need to see how much my skin worth.
Bro, you got people taking pictures of chains and selling them babies. Like the dude who made Twitter, he sold his first tweet for $2 million.
Yeah, I've been seeing they've been putting prices on tweets now. Too.
Yeah, so
on tweets,
man.
Oh yeah, because people, they'll take the tweet and they'll like screen print it on something. Or you feel me? Find it. Yeah, I've been seeing that. Yeah, I've been seeing that.
You should look into NFTs.
That'd be dope.
Oh, definitely.
Started with that piece too. The NFT with that piece.
Man, you just take a picture today and just hold on to it and be an NFT. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy how the world is changed and what's deemed as valuable these days.
Yeah,
and that way, like you say, if you sell something, every time it gets sold, you're gonna get a percentage of the sale, just off the strength of you creating it.
Oh yeah, that's decent. But I mean, shoot, the amount of stuff that there is to buy now as opposed to a decade ago is crazy. Yeah. Like, you know, nobody would have ever thought, you know, you would get paid off streaming video games or like anything electronic now where you can just go live and you got people tuning in and just giving you money for doing what you was gonna do for free. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's crazy. Like it's crazy how much you can purchase now as opposed to 10 years ago. It's sick.
I seen a post on Facebook. It said something like your homie's clothing brand is designer too. And I felt like that was true, but like, you know, we in this renaissance of a lot of good black creators and designers and everything. Do you feel like that's true? Because I feel like it is.
Look. I'll put it to you how Future put it in terms, and this really stuck to me.
What's up?
He said when you walk into these designer stores, you don't ask for no deal. Don't ask your homie for no deal. Pay what it costs.
For real.
And I was like, you know. And it took me seeing that to like stand firm on my prices on a lot of stuff. Like before, it was like I'm gonna do it for free and I'm gonna work with you on prices. But it's like now it's getting to a point where it's like, you know, I could drop a piece and somebody hit me and be like, I only got this much. But it's like I'm like, look, bro, I got 10, 15 orders of people who didn't pay full price. What's $10 more? What's $6 more for shipping? You feel me? If you in the city, it's like just pay the shipping. I'll come drop it off to you. It could be same day if it's really that, if you need it like that. But it's like as far as discounts, it's like I only go so far. You know, I really give out the discount or really just give my merch out when it's time for me to network, when it's time for me to get in a room with somebody else. And you know, that's how it ended up being when I met Sweats by Stu. I had DM'd her my recent launch for last month for Women Empowerment Month, and I dropped a shirt and it said Pussy Power, and a nice like a psychedelic like funky type of font. I showed it to her and she was like, these are cute. And I'm like, I could pull up to you, drop it off to you. I'll drop off both colorways to you. It's nothing, like just to get my foot in the door, to meet somebody who's more established than me. You feel me? It was a great moment, and it was like, it's shout out to Stu, because she really, she gave me some keys of like people around the city I could shop with, to get blank shirts and patches and all type of stuff. Just off being genuine, Once I told her I could sew, she gave me a project. She was like, if you can, she was like, can you make this jacket for me? And now she got this varsity jacket out that she dropping for like, I want to say it's like $250 right now.
You sold it?
No, I'm making them.
Oh, you making them?
I'm hand sewing them patches myself.
Oh, that's dope.
And it was all all off a whim, bro. Just went up to the store. I went in. I probably spent like $200 with her just to show her, like, you feel me? I wanna work with you, but I also think that your clothes are dope too. So let me break bread. It's always about, you feel me, getting your foot in that door, breaking bread with those who might be doing a little bit better than you, or got the knowledge on how to get you to where you want to go. Once they give you that knowledge, bro, that need to be your best friend.
For real.
I be texting Stu now, like, when we finna do the next jacket, you feel me? Let me know I need to pop up to the shop to come grab the jackets and stuff. Get to work. I'm hungry. I'm trying to get where they at.
Bro, I don't think a lot of people gonna hear you when you saying this, bro, because I think the same way, bro. I ain't gonna come to you on no free shit if I'm trying to get in tune with you. I'm gonna come with something that make me valuable to you at the same time. So if I gotta spend a couple dollars to get in tune with you, like, that's still networking. You know what I'm saying? Now it's up to you, like you say, to once you get in tune with them, once you standing in front of them, to ask certain type of questions. Exactly. A lot of people be scared to pick people's brains, and that's the only way you grow, bro. That's the only way you elevate, and that's crazy. Like you say, you went to go drop off something to her. You went to go shop with her. No, you went to go shop with her on.
Yeah, and then I just gave her 2 shirts, and she was like, "Yeah, I rock with these."
And you like,
do it on the next day and put it on her page.
I know the jackets you talking about. With all the patches on them, and it's crazy that you doing that just off the strength of showing love, bro, to somebody that you was inspired by.
Just be genuine, Jay.
And she 100 for, you know what I'm saying?
Giving me that chance.
Yeah, giving you the opportunity.
Giving me the chance, bro. It was, I didn't think I was going to walk out of there with that. You feel me? Once I told her I sewed, she was like, hold on right quick. I'm about to run to my car. Brought the jacket back in. She like, so look, I got these patches I want on the jacket. I'm going to text you the picture of how I want it done. I did that shit the same night. Send her a picture back. And she was like, yeah, that's dope. She's like, just bring it by the shop tomorrow if you free, or I'll come get it from you. It's up to you.
Hey, that's real dope. And I see you all about your dollar circulating. You getting your money's worth outside the merchandise that you buying. You getting knowledge. Bruh. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna spend money regardless.
Regardless, bro. You
might spend $200 on the next Jordan Yeezy drop, whatever. Mm-hmm. But all you got is the shoes for your just to get your pick off on the gram.
Facts.
I could put $200. I could put $200 in Stu hand, and she give me game I could go make $600 the next day.
Facts.
I could go buy 3-4 pair of Yeezys. I go get my brother a pair, my mama a pair. We all,
bro,
man.
And regardless of, because I'm glad you see that as a personal investment in yourself. Most people ain't gonna see that as an investment at all. But like you say, they gonna go grab the mics and this shit. Like these some shoes that done came out 7 different times, bro.
Then like, retro, 30 years in a row.
Same shoe,
same color. Ain't nothing about it changed. They might have tweaked the red or the leather or whatever a little bit. It's the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
And that's really when it started for me. It was like I'm seeing everybody wearing the same thing. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing everybody like do the same thing. Like a nice pair of ones, some light wash jeans, a white tee. I'm like, it gotta be more. It has to be more than fashion than this. Mm-hmm. Everybody's dressing the same. And that's why I'm so big on one-on-one pieces. I don't mind dropping something that everybody, can grab. Right. It's still going to be something ain't nobody seen. No matter how many times I sell it. But I'm always going to be big on one-of-ones. Once it get bigger than me, where it's like, I could put out a design on a shirt and just send it off. Like, I need 400 of these embroidered so I can start getting them off. Mm-hmm. That'll give me more time to focus on the one-on-one pieces. But then, you know, once the buzz starts to build, like the one-on-one pieces going to be more. Because it's like now I can put more of myself into these pieces. You know, it's gonna get there, though. It's going to get there.
Do you completely, like, work on your shirts and everything by yourself?
Yes.
Because it's going to come a moment, bro, where that it's going to hit you, bro. You're going to have the 10,000 orders at one time.
Look, I put it to you like this. Before I left AT&T, before I left, I did a pre-order for this set. You know, it was a Black Futures Matter collection for February. I did the long sleeve khaki shirt, the black hoodie, and the brown hoodie. I had 3 different variations. The day that I dropped it, 3 days ago, I had got my check from AT&T. What I had made in pre-orders that day was half of my AT&T check. Half. I don't have to work for y'all.
Yo, my mama.
I'm making half of what I was putting in 2 weeks. I was busting my ass, bro.
I'm doing y'all a favor.
Dealing with everybody's personal issues. Y'all coming into the phone store, I'm thinking you just want to upgrade or something. You feel me? New line of service or something like that. You know, something quick. You coming in telling me, you going off on me because of something that happened at the crib. That don't got nothing to do with me. But I still got to sit here and, you know, okay, I'm going to take care of that for you. You know, I'm sorry about that. Woo, woo. What am I apologizing for?
Facts.
You going through that. That's not me. And I shouldn't have to be put through that.
Hey, with that being said, are you living off your fashion alone?
Yes.
Basically right now?
Yes.
How that's a transition been for you?
It started off tough at first. But, you know, as long as I'm touching the rent, I can handle everything else. Yeah. I can handle as long as my brand can pay for the roof over my head, everything else will be handled. Mm-hmm. Everything. Mm-hmm. And I'm still gonna do what it do, bro. Every day. I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna network with somebody, I'm gonna find a way. But the 9-to-5 scene just not to knock nobody with a 9-to-5, because, you know, those are crucial. Those are crucial to the community. But some people are in positions where, like, your drive, your motive, and your dream, it exceeds a 9-to-5. You need to think past working for somebody else. And once you do, it's like them doors open up. Had I not left AT&T, I wouldn't even have known that I could make half my AT&T check in a day. Wouldn't have known it had I not, you know, got put in that corner, and it was like, you know, I got to do something. I got to find a way out, because I'm spending all my time there making AT&T richer.
That's why I feel like interviews are so important. You feel me? Because I don't know if you ever told this story or told half of the things that you said in this interview to anybody, but it's always somebody out there listening that be like, man, they may be about to quit what they love to do. You know what I'm saying? And you just dropping a simple gem like spending money to get in a room. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? May motivate them to get next to somebody that they never thought they could, or they didn't even know that they could, by just simply being genuine and just showing love, bro. So, man, this is why interviews is important, bro. Because it give you an opportunity to connect with people that you may have never connected with.
You feel me? And just off that strength, I'll put it to you like this. If you really got something that you want to chase, do it. But make sure you got a strong team behind you that's going to push you on them days where you feel like it's not going nowhere. Yeah. Make sure you got a strong woman, too. Make sure you got a strong woman behind you. Because on them days, it be days I don't want to. But then it's like, I got to think, like, where am I trying to be tomorrow? How am I trying to spend my time tomorrow? I done kind of bought my time back now. But I want more. I want more time. I want to be able to go out, go city to city, state to state, and do pop-ups. You feel me? Rent out a little venue, and whatever brands is in that area, come be a vendor. You feel me? I rented out this for y'all. This might be my thing, but I want to be in a position where I can put other brands that's like up and coming in that spot, like put them in that spotlight, find some kind of way where they can work and work hard, whether it's with me or not. I just want to give you the platform, so I want you to go bigger than me. But I want to go bigger than a lot of people that's bigger than me right now. So we're not in competition, but I'm going to see you at the top.
It sounds like you about to leave this booth and go straight to the lab, bro. Like, no cap.
Man, look, it's like when you love what you do, it don't feel like work. But the people around you be like, bro, man, look, I know you love what you do, but it's like you need a break. you need to get out for a minute, you know. Go soak up some of this sun. It's a nice little 70-degree day. I might not even go back to the lab today, you know. I might go catch a movie or something. Like, you know, just sit back and appreciate my blessings that I done caught up until this point. You gotta give yourself a little moment to really bask in them things that you done worked so hard for. It's a goal. You working to get your time back. I only bought back a little bit of my time.
Right.
I still got years of working for somebody else that I got to buy back. That's why I'm trying to go as hard as I can now. For sure. So by the time I'm, you know, in my late 20s, I could sit back and live how the rappers live and just be in the cut. I don't have to be on the forefront. You gonna see my name. You might not know who I am, which is why, like you said, interviews are important because a lot of people don't know who that person is behind the brand. Brand might be fire, but the person who dropped it, you feel me, they may not, you know, look the part. They might not dress like.
Can't connect with them.
You feel me? So it's like, how you dropping stuff this raw, but you can't dress yourself? You
that
feel me?
That would be wild, bro, to see
and this,
a designer that's just.
So you gotta play the part, but you gotta look the part too, because somebody's always watching, bro. Always.
All right, now before we get out of here, tell people how they can get in tune with you, how they can shop with you, where they can follow you at.
You can tap in with me. I'm on Instagram, Kendall Customs, Kendall Customs. I'm also on Facebook at Kendall's Customs. You feel me? And then my personal page is Sauce.Apostle. And then my link for my site is in both of those Instagram pages. So, you know, whenever you feel the need to shop, it's always something up there. It's always gonna be something unique that ain't somebody in the city gonna stop you and where you get that. When they stop you, man, give them that word, put that bug in their ear, and I'm really doing that. I'm trying to do that for y'all.